Her name is Delphina Nagigi, a 46-year-old woman, a mother of 4, and a widow. So many news outlets are talking about this, and it is really sad to hear. One news outlet says, asylum seeker who just arrived from Kenya dies in Toronto. Another one says, asylum seeker dies after waiting for shelter space near Toronto. Another says, a second asylum seeker died at a Mississauga shelter. And this is a second one. The first one was a brother from Nigeria who died last November. May their soul rest in peace. This is very sad, especially in our community. The sister is very, very young, 46, at her prime age of working and providing for her family. What the news says is that she arrived last week on Thursday, and then on Saturday night, she was still looking for a place to go, to a shelter. So she went to a shelter at 1 p.m. and they told her they don't have room for her to go in. So she waited there outside in the cold, and around 8 p.m. a worker from the shelter told her, you can come in, but you can stay at the lobby. The lobby is like the reception area. There's no bed, there's no anything, just chairs there, or benches maybe. I don't know how their shelter looks like. And the sister stayed there overnight, and Sunday morning she developed complication. She was rushed to hospital by paramedics, and when she was there, she died 3 days after arriving in Canada. How sad. Nobody should die like this. Nobody should die in the promised land. We have so many people who have come to seek refuge in Canada, but unfortunate, it is becoming too much. The resources are stretched to the maximum, and in fact that shelter, we are being told it was at 400% capacity. Imagine the shelter was meant for 100 people, but now it's 400 people. Can you imagine how squeezed, how so uncomfortable? And in fact, I hear too, the news say that she had come and she went there to she took a shower. Can you imagine, maybe since Thursday when she arrived, she never got a place to take a shower. I just urge my sisters and brothers coming from Kenya, please do your due diligence. Find out how you are coming to land in Canada. Find out, do you have connections? Don't agree on those agencies back in Kenya. They are telling you that, oh, there is food, transportation, accommodation, and everything covered. I am telling you, there's nothing like that. And then when they are telling you also that you are coming, there'll be someone to receive you at the airport, and you know you have a visitor visa. So who is that person? Did they give you contacts? Even when they gave you contact, did you talk to those people? The connection in Canada. Like, it is really sad. I don't know how we can speak about this, no matter how many people come to the media and say, please be cautious when coming. It's a beautiful land. I am not refusing. It is beautiful. I have lived here. I have benefited a lot from education, from work. Wherever you come, you will be better off than where you're coming. I am sure nobody comes to die in Canada. They came seeking for better future for their family, and then the unfortunate happened. And this is a second person from the Africa dying in Canada. In November of last year, just a few months back, a brother from Nigeria died outside the same shelter because there was too many people in this shelter, and then he was staying in a tent. The tent has no heating. The tent cannot protect you with winter weather in Canada. The tent is very extreme. Even me, who have lived here for donkey years, I cannot stay in a tent during winter. So imagine coming from Africa, it's a very warm place, and then you go into a shelter, or the tent, I mean. The tent has no heating, the tent has nothing. And then to top that up, maybe you also go to bed hungry or to sleep hungry in your tent. Can you imagine adding hunger to cold? It gets worse. So don't be lied to. The life is good when you have plans, when you have a job, and when I wish everybody could be very careful. I know you get that visa to come to Canada. Everybody is very, very excited and forgetting the very basics or things to look at. When they tell you, oh, go to Canada, there will be someone the other end waiting for you. And at the same time, maybe you have left your career, you have left your children having hopes that you come and make it here. You have left, maybe you sold your property, a land, a house, and then you say, oh, I'm going for a better life. So when they promise you that you're coming, free accommodation, free job, free transport, free medical, did they give you a work permit? This is one of the most critical things that I think our sisters and brothers are not thinking about. You are being told, go there, someone will be waiting you at the airport. And then you come and there's nobody. You end up staying at the airport, roaming around, waiting on good Samaritans to give you food and shelter. But that's not life. That's not how to live. Please, I urge my people, when you are coming, have some connection. There's lots of people in Canada talking on YouTube. You can leave a comment and see if you can get a connection from someone there who they can give you a number. Maybe they can assist you when you come. This climate is really, really harsh, and people are talking that it is the cold that killed this sister. Yes, she went into the shelter, but she's been in the cold for those other 3 days. And when she went in there, the shelter worker felt sorry for her and told her, you can come in, but stay at the lobby. The lobby is where even, we have different nationality people. People from the western side, they are very warm. And the African people are saying we are cold. They will not just adjust the temperatures for you. It has to be for everybody's comfort. Everybody have to be comfortable. I know I have the same issue, me too, at the office. Every time my colleagues are complaining it's too hot while I am wearing a sweater and they are already complaining it's too hot. The AC is put on and then I am cold. So I will just be quiet there, survive with the tea and tea and tea, or get another layer on myself. So yeah, it is sad, so heartbroken. I don't know how those kids or how old they are, but I know their mom being 46, the kids maybe they're just finishing university or finishing high school, depending, I don't know when she got her children. But it is so sad for those children back home. And yes, we just need to be careful. And those agencies, please stop lying to your fellow brothers and sisters. You are making money, but are you at peace when things like this happen? The person has left their children. She has come here. Even the brother who died last year outside an encampment in a tent. And it is worse. It is the few we hear the stories about. There's many who are really suffering. The tents, city is still there. It's not gone away. Our government is pumping 360 million, but is it enough? There's way too many immigrants that they do not have enough resources. The government is stretched. Those agents that help people, the non-governmental agencies too, are stretched with resources, and it is tight for everybody. Canadians themselves, they are losing jobs too. The economy is tough. Things have gone high. Even when the milk that you bought maybe $2 a year, 2 years or before the pandemic, it's now $5-6. So whatever the resources are there, they are stretched very thin, and it is unreal. I am a Canadian citizen. I've been here for so many years, and I complain every time I go to the shop. And so if we keep having many people in the shelter, what may be the money enough for 100 people is not even enough for 50 or 40, because things have gone very high in prices. Gas and electricity, water, everything has gone up. And then that money, which was supposed to be enough for 100 people, is only enough for 40 people, but then you have 400. Imagine. The situation is tough, and yeah, I really feel bad, and let's be careful. And yes, there's opportunities, but be careful. Do your research and make sure when you come, you know exactly where you're going. When you have if you have a job promised, you have the paperwork for the job. Call the employer and find out, yes, you are talking to someone on the other end, to make sure there is a job for you. If you have friends, YouTube community is very good. You can connect to someone, and if they are living here, they can tell you the absolute truth. But unfortunately, many people do not like to hear the truth. I hope I have given you enough information to be better prepared when you are coming to the promised land. Please, I know there's many people who are not covered and they are suffering. You can send me your stories. You can send me a message, and yeah, we can highlight your stories and help more brothers and sisters, not only from Africa but from the rest of the world, to gather their details or to get their things in proper order when coming to the promised land. Bye for now.